Azam, and I am here to discuss you an important topic. And the topic is teaching with the brain in mind. And this topic was presented in the form of TED Talk by Dr. Judy Willis, and it has very important principles. So the principles which are based on this topic are described here. Number first important principle in this regard is that we must understand the brain learning process. I mean, in teaching, brain learning process is very important. I mean, the first brain filters many sensory informations, and teachers need to capture students' attention first. So I think this is one of the important point that the teachers must understand that what the brain learning process is. And number second point maybe that in this regard is that brain researcher shows that diverse neural network, like first of all, what we can do, uh, teachers can support deep lasting learning, and they can employ different techniques to do this. And second point which I have mentioned, that attention and engagement. So attention is very important, and I think it's a biological process. And if the brain does not recognize something as important and interesting, definitely it won't work. And no information can be stored in our memory. And definitely for make it more interesting and engagement, then it is only possible that it can have a long lasting effect in our memory, and it can stored for a long period of time in our memory. And what we can make strategies like movement, curiosity, and meaningful context, which can help, in which using these techniques teacher can more focus, more attentive, and they can get more information into the learning pathways. So the number third point may be that emotion and stress. I mean, in learning process, emotion and stress play a key role. I mean, emotions directly affect the brain's ability to learn. And on the other hand, stress, fear, or boredom can block learning. Definitely, while positive emotions and curiosity enhance memory information. Uh, on the other side, if there is some kind of tension, pressure, and there is some kind of, I mean, disinformation or disengagement in the content, definitely it leads to the boredness, and it does not work positive in the learning process. And the number four point maybe in this regard is that memory formation. I mean, definitely the long term learning depends on how the information connect to the existing information. Definitely, if we are teaching something, and we have some kind of basic information about that topic, then we can make it more interesting, and more explain about, give more explanation about this. Then it become more easy to remember, and make it more engaging, interesting, and motivational as well. So definitely, if it is done, then the learning process may be very brilliant. On the other hand, if the teaching techniques like use of graphic designs, articles, play cards, and audios, videos, so definitely these also play an important role in our memory uh, capturing, and in our attention engagement interesting. And these also play a key role in the performance of good learning process. And the number fifth point may be that practice learning strategies. I mean, if we do these strategies like brain friendly lesson planning, so definitely if we do this, we make such type of lesson plans which are based on interesting stories, motivational stories, and definitely like very easy and interesting for the student. Definitely they play an important role in the learning process, and make it much easier for the students as well. And then definitely movement and novelty. I mean, definitely, if we are much more motivated, our body language is very positive, and our facial expression is very friendly. Definitely all these things play a very important role in our learning process. And then one of the key element in this regard is that assessment approaches. I mean, definitely when we in learning process, the most important thing is that what's the feedback of the student after learning something. So if we use such kind of techniques that are very easily handled by the students, then definitely they can give us a positive questions, and their feedback can be very positive and interesting and healthy as well. So I think assessment approaches are very important key in this regard. And definitely there are many factors that what's the the environment of the class is very important in this regard. Whether we use a friendly environment, or we use a teacher uses a dictatorship in their class, definitely it's also play a key role in this regard in learning process. And there are many points maybe in this regard which we can describe, but these are the basic points which the our author has described in his TED talk. So these are the basic points which are important in learning process. So thank you for your time and for your support.